I want to talk to you about my friend Charlie Crawford. He's a 10-time NFR qualifier.
Charlie Crawford, time to just shake it out and win. Got it on him fast, set
there
up.
We are.
Here's a day
nice
money
run.
lead. You betcha 3-8.
That's an absolute perfect run. Timing was perfect from the time the first swing is up. He's got the control. Charlie made it happen by being timed up with his horse with the steer, and being able to not just rope, but to pick that steer's head up without changing the momentum for the heeler at all.
We know his beautiful wife, Jackie, all three of their beautiful children, the founder of the Liberty and Loyalty Foundation, which this year will exceed $1 million raised for military and first responders. I've said it 1,000 times. Charlie, it's time to rope, nod and ride, whip and spur. I want to welcome you to the Charlie Crawford Podcast. Let's ride.
Hello, everybody. I've got a few clinic dates left in October that still are needing some participants. So if you're interested in getting ready for a couple events, I've got a clinic November 2nd and 3rd in Abilene, Texas, by my Air Force buddy Ty Wilson. He's going to be putting that on. Great place to get ready for this year's American Hero Celebration. This can be the weekend before that. So if you're headed down here looking to get sharp for the American Hero Celebration, great place to do it. Corey Kuntz and I have our Champions Level Clinic in Decatur, Texas at NRS. This is trying to get everybody ready for the World Series finals out there in Vegas, for the jackpots out there in Arizona. This is a really great clinic that I've done before, where it's just another level of a clinic where we want to tighten up and see where a few mistakes are that, could be adding on to your time. And so we film it, we time it, and we try to get the same speed of steers that would be you'd fit to a 12 roping down to a 7 roping. And we try to break down the times of what you need to be in the money. And so it's been a great clinic that I've had before in the past. So if you're interested in that clinic, I have it posted up on my social media. There's a flyer out there. It's also on my website, charliecrawford.training. And if you're interested in it, you can enroll on my website. Any information for 2025 clinics or anything like that, if you're willing to host a clinic, my email is charliecrawfordtraining@gmail.com. Getting your horse out of the arena. I really think it's important to be able to get your horses outside every once in a while. They can get to where I think after a while they can resent the arena. If it's the same thing over and over and over, that the boredom can get set in. So it's good for their mind. Just get them out. Go lope around in the pasture. Like out here, we have a track that's built all the way around the back perimeter of our place to where we can long trot our horses. So like when I was rodeoing and even when Jackie is currently rodeoing, we would get them horses on that track and just go long trot them for a long distance straight. And you'll be amazed at what that does to their soft tissue, their suspensories, their shoulders, their SIs, their hamstrings. It's all those joints right there that need to be worked, because if you're just loping around in the left-hand circle, they're not getting they're going to be strong in some areas and weak in others, and then you wonder why some of these horses get sore because they're out of place. And so to me, that was some of the best therapy, where it's almost like swimming, where you can just long trot them horses and get them out of the arena, riding out in the pasture, and things like that. And then trail ride. I mean, we do it every Thanksgiving. Me and Jackie and get the kids and the neighbors, and we got some friends and neighbors that got 100 acres behind us, and we'll saddle up the horses and get the kids. We'll go trail ride and just enjoy riding outside and getting our horses out. And any chance you get to gather cattle, those are some of the funnest times to where, you just get that horse outside. You get to take the tie down off and just go ride, trot, walk, just anything. Just if you take your good horse to any places like that, where if you get a chance to go gather cattle or sort cows off calves, or work, just kind of move them around. It's good for your riding. It's good for your horse. It gives them a job. If you get a chance to brand, just make sure if it's your good horse, though, make sure it's not rocky. Make sure the conditions are good. Where you're not going to lose a shoe. You're not going to sore them up. You're not going to, if it's real rocky, you don't want to get them an abscess. So like we go to Tyler Schaffner's, once a year, and trying to go a few more times a year, but they've got a really nice place. It's really sandy. I could take my good horse out there and feel like it's going to be good for him. And so those are just great ways to get them outside. It's good for their mind to be able to just go do something different when it ain't always about the arena. Now, if your horse ain't good on the trail, and there's things like that where he's maybe gets barn sour. I'm not real good at that stuff, but those are some things right there you can get with some good horsemanship clinicians like Chris Cox, Clinton Anderson, Phil Haugen. There's some. You could probably join a clinic. I know they've got apps, they've got downloads, they've got all kind of information on some horses that are a little bit rough on the trail. Where then that way you can help them get them over it, but then you can go enjoy being able to go ride outside. I think it's good for your riding. It's good for yourself. It's good for the horse. So those are things I recommend where it doesn't always have to be full contact. You don't always have to rope. So try that on and hope you all enjoy it. And thanks, everybody.